The offer letter says $80,000. You divide by 12, expecting about $6,667 a month. Then the deposit lands, and it is noticeably short. Nobody stole it. It was withheld. Let us follow the missing money. The answer is on your pay stub. A stub has two sides. One is earnings, the money you make. The other is deductions, the money that comes out. Your gross salary is the earnings figure. Subtract the deductions, and what is left is your take-home pay. The deductions fall into four groups: pre-tax benefits, FICA, federal income tax, and state income tax. They come out in a specific order. And the order matters, because the first group shrinks what the tax lines are figured on. Let us start at the top. The first group is the part you choose. Before any tax is calculated, certain benefits can come out of your gross pay first. The two most common are a traditional 401k contribution and your share of health insurance premiums. Why are they called pre-tax? Because they lower the wages that income tax is figured on. Put $400 a month into a traditional 401k, and you are not taxed on that $400 now. So the true cost to your paycheck is less than $400. A $150 health premium works the same way. Here is the surprising part. Two people on the same $80,000 salary can take home very different amounts. Why? One contributes 10% to a 401k, the other contributes nothing. Lower take-home pay here is not lost money. It is money moved into savings before tax touched it. The second group is FICA. FICA is the payroll tax that funds Social Security and Medicare. It comes out of almost every paycheck, and the rates are fixed by law, so everyone pays the same percentage. FICA has two parts. Social Security is 6.2%, on wages up to the 2026 limit of $184,500. Medicare is 1.45%, with no wage cap at all. Together, that is 7.65% out of your pay. That wage base has a nice twist. Social Security tax applies only to the first $184,500 you earn in 2026. Past that, the 6.2% stops for the rest of the year. So high earners actually see their take-home pay rise late in the year. Medicare has one more wrinkle. It has no cap, so it never stops. And earners above $200,000, as a single filer, pay an extra 0.9% on the amount over that line. One nuance worth knowing: FICA is figured after pre-tax health premiums, which is why those premiums save you a little more. The third group is the big one: federal income tax. Your employer withholds it from every paycheck. And how much depends entirely on one piece of paper, the Form W-4 you filed. So here is a question people ask all the time. Same salary as my coworker, so why is my take-home different? The answer is the W-4. Filing status, number of dependents, and any extra withholding you requested, all shift the number. Now a worry I want to clear up. The US uses progressive brackets. That means a raise is taxed at your top bracket, while the rest of your income keeps its lower rates. A raise never makes your whole salary jump to a higher rate. More money is always more money, and the amount withheld all year is just an estimate. It gets reconciled when you file your return. Overpay, and you get a refund. Underpay, and you owe. So a large refund is not a bonus. It means you lent the government money, interest-free, all year. The fourth group is the quiet one: state income tax. On top of federal tax, most states levy their own. And this is where your home address quietly changes your paycheck. Here's how wide it gets. A handful of states, including Texas, Florida, and Washington, have no state income tax at all. Others reach above 10% at the top. So the same $80,000 job can deliver very different take-home pay, depending only on where you live. So let us add it all up. Apply pre-tax deductions, FICA, federal withholding, and state tax. An $80,000 salary typically lands somewhere around $4,800 to $5,300 a month, depending heavily on your state and your W-4. Of course, your exact number is personal. Your state, your dependents, your benefits, all change it. So the fastest way is to just run your own numbers. Enter your salary in the take-home pay calculator, and it returns a monthly net estimate after federal tax and FICA. Now for the most important takeaway. When you compare two job offers, do not anchor on the gross number. The money you actually live on is the net number. Let me show you why that flips the answer. Consider two real-feeling offers. Offer A is $82,000, in a state with a 5% income tax. Offer B is $80,000, in a no-income tax state. On gross pay, A wins by $2,000. But watch what state tax does next. That 5% state tax on offer A is roughly $4,000 a year, that A's worker pays and B's worker does not. So on take-home pay, the smaller offer B is actually ahead. Add a stronger 401k match on one side, and the ranking can flip again. So that is the whole point. A comparison done on gross salary can rank two jobs in the wrong order. When you weigh an offer, convert it to take-home pay first, in the state where you will actually live. The big number on the letter is not your income. The deposit is. Find your real take-home pay in the calculator, in seconds. See you in the next one.